I'm a Rocky Marciano fan, and the reason why is because he fought within himself. He knew, and I think it was Charlie Goldman who trained him. Never tried to make him something he wasn't. You know, he knew how he had to fight. He had to be in great condition and just pound on you. You know, and he made an art out of it.
That's kind of what you do with fighters, though. I mean, you don't really. I mean, you give a little bit here and a little bit there, but you don't really change the core person.
No,
core fighter.
Yeah, things that you observe them doing naturally, even if it's not really a good habit, you'll never be able to get it from them. You have to give them something to cover it up. You know, you have to add something. It's easier to add something to hide the deficiency than it is to try to take it away at that stage. You're talking about guys who've been champions, who beat good guys, who've been on top. Even with a loss, you still considered one of the top. Take Peter, for instance. You still have to consider him in the top 5 middleweights. And if he gets once he gets in great condition and comes back and fight, he'll prove that. You see, he'll prove it that he's a top 5 middleweight. You know, and maybe higher than that, top 3.
What's up with Peter? Is he gonna fight at super middleweight? Is he gonna fight at 168 or 160?
Well, you know what? He's coming down in weight.
I saw him today. He looked
looked
good.
Like he was eating pretty good during his during his vacation. You know, his hiatus, I should say.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fight him at a comeback weight.
Right.
And then take another fight at comeback weight, not at coming down.
You haven't fully decided
I'm looking
yet?
at him. Well, after getting his body fat measured professionally and everything, he can still safely make middleweight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has room where he doesn't have to dry out or anything. Now, 32, 33 years old with a year off, and you put that kind of weight on, it's not going to happen overnight, you know, but I'd like to see him get his first one at 68, then maybe the second one at 64, and then now, I think after 2 fights, he'll be ready for anybody up at the top. Yeah. He's a joy to work with. He's a good student. You know, he has more ability than I realized. You know, he's a better boxer than I realized. And I asked him, how come you never boxed, you know? And he just felt that, you know, he needed to go forward on everything. That's what was impressed upon him. Which is nothing wrong. It got him far, you know.
Sometimes guys fall in love with their power, too.
Yeah, and power he abundantly has in both hands. He's not one-handed power puncher. He's got power in both hands. Both. You know, so trying to get him mentally and physically develop past where he was in order to get it through. With his kind of power, you want to get it through, you know. So showing him how to easily set up his power much more easily than trying to chop a tree down with a dull axe, you know. But a sharpened axe, you know. And, you know, when you get to that point where it's timber time, drop it in. Yeah. But he's a pleasure to work with, a good kid.
Looks like a good student.
All these kids here are good people. You know, no jerks, no. You know, it's just good to have.
Do you look for that first before bringing someone on, or is that something that you just realize after working with them?
I don't have no tolerance for dumb stuff. You know, unless you're willing to mature and grow, and if you didn't know no better, and you say, look, man, that's why I'm here, you know, to not only get better, but a better person. You know, because boxing only lasts for a little while. You know, now what?
Right.
Now what? You know, all you guys are at the age that you need to have an exit strategy. But being a solid person is first and foremost.
Yeah.
You know, where you can really work with them. You know.
Yeah. That's why. I think that's the one thing I noticed, that it seems like he's really soaking in everything, that like he looks like he wants to learn. You know, some guys don't. They don't really want to learn.
Right.
You know. So
yeah,
that helps.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I get guys after they've been knocked out. Every single person.
That's true. Wow. I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
After they've been knocked out.
Wow.
So it's humbling to be looked at in that manner. Hey, this guy can help me. You know. I can't tell you. The guys said they've been observing your work, observing how you handle situations that caused them to make that decision to come, you know, and believing that they can, you know, I owe them so much because they believe, you know, you can bring them back. And I think everybody that's here has the ability and potential to get back on top, you know.